Hey, welcome back to the channel, everybody. Subscribe to the channel. If you not like this video, comment down below. Let me know if you're a fan of Gucci Mane, Young Dolph, Big Scar. Let's get right into it, man. Didn't I tell y'all that Gucci was trying to pay for all the expenses and everything like that? But you see how he asked for the chains back for Big Scar. And then they stopped talking to him and stuff. So he had to go out and post the receipts that he paid for everything, to take care of Scar, to take care of the family and all that. And so now it's like they going back and forth. He had to basically send Big 30 out there because Big 30's already in Memphis. He had to basically communicate, have him be the middle guy while they talking with the family and everything like that. And his condolences to Big Scar and everything, condolences to the family and all of that. But you got to see how it's an issue between Gucci Mane and all of them now because of the fact that he asked for the 1017 chains back. And so that's an interesting thing. Like they must have already had some type of fallout, or he must have been cool with Big Scar, but he might not have rocked with everybody in the fam like that, like he was rocking with Big Scar. And so maybe that's why he would ask for the chains back, or maybe he must have thought that they didn't say thank you enough, or they were ungrateful for it. And that's where a lot of people are saying is that the fact that him and Keisha was saying that they ain't even say thank you to anything. That's why she went out of her way to post the receipts of the actual 10K that they spent. They spent $10,000 twice, not just once. So that's $20,000 that they spent for all the expenses and everything. And so what Gucci Mane and his girl wanted was they wanted the thank you. They wanted some type of this or that. I guess they must have felt like the people wasn't showing no love in the fam. And so because of that, they basically were like coming on social media, showing the pictures and the receipts of the whole thing that they paid $20K for, showing that Gucci Mane tried to help. Gucci Mane tried to contribute. He tried to, shout out to Scar and everything like that. But at the end of the day, it was like the people who was with the fam and all that, they stopped talking, they stopped messaging. Like at this point, they not communicating with each other no more. So they're trying to figure out, like Big 30 really trying to figure out where did everything go wrong? Like where's the issue in this stuff? And why is it that they can't come up with some type of resolution? Why can't they get along or whatever like that? And at the end of the day, you got to understand that Gucci was the one who dropped the news for the whole thing anyway. So it's like, did they want him to do that? Did they want the fam to break the news first? So there might be some type of static, some type of friction between Gucci and Big Scar fam and like whatever's in Memphis. I was telling y'all already, it was already issues with how Moneybagg tried to sign Big 30, and then that kind of he stepped on Gucci's toes. And then so ever since then, when he got Big Scar to join in right after Big 30, then it was like a bunch of issues going on between Gucci and Memphis, and Gotti and Gucci, Moneybagyo and Gucci Mane. And then now you see the whole thing with Big Scar and that fam, and like everybody, at that, people thought that Big Scar and Gucci Mane and their whole fam, like everybody from both sides was cool with each other. But it seemed like Gucci was rocking more with Scar, and he wasn't really rocking with his entourage and the people he had beside him and his right-hand man and his, his uncles and managers and whatever the case may be, like whoever it is that be in Big Scar ear or who's making the decisions after that and all that. And so now they didn't even get a thank you. They try to pay $20K. I mean, have you ever paid $20,000 or helped somebody with $20,000 and you never got a thank you, never got a that's what's up or nothing like that? So that's how Gucci feels. And so they feeling like they just spent $20K and that they got finessed out of it because like almost as if they had to. Just because they got the money doesn't mean that they were supposed to be the ones who paid that $20K to do the whole funeral, to do the whole celebration for Big Scar. But it just goes to show that they still wanted the support, so they upped the $20K. And then what happened next is that they didn't even get like the appropriate, the gratitude for saying like, oh, thank you for dropping the $20K and clearing this up. It's gonna make it easy for the fam or Big Scar. But they didn't say that, so they must have already had some sort of beef and some sort of issues. A lot of people were saying that Gucci Mane had been talking on the phone and been tried to pull up to Memphis many, many times to try to get this whole thing about Big Scar and his fam so that they could all get along. But, you know, it's a lot of people intervening. It's a lot of people in Memphis like that could pull up to them way quicker if Yo Gotti and them and CMG and them convince them not to really mess with Gucci like that. Then that could be a thing. Another thing could be the fact that it's already so much issues going around how Gucci Mane's supposed to be coming to Memphis. Maybe the fact that he didn't move Big Scar out of Memphis. Like, the family could have been upset over not getting enough money to basically move him all out the hood, and or that he could have had him on tour. He could have had him closely with him. Like, Gucci could have had Big Scar with him every day type of stuff. But it's like, he can't do that. He's a big boss. So he has his own things to go do. He got his own family and everything. The best he could do was basically sign bro, give him an advance, and then let him just keep, you know, hitting the stew and everything. But he was hanging out with his friends. And it's like, his friends didn't chip in for the 20K to pay for everything. But they sat there, they stood there, they partied with him, they got lit with him until everything was all over. But they ain't chip in, so they must be helping in some other ways. So it's like a lot of people who basically got their own idea on like what Gucci Mane's role is in the situation. And so that's what's really like the fam. They hearing so many stories from the people around them about how, oh, you know, Gucci didn't rock with him, or else he would have had him here or there, or he would have tried to do this or that. And they were like, look at Big 30, look at Moneybagg, yo, look what they doing. Like, they're thinking like they should have signed with Yo Gotti instead. And so a lot of people are saying, man, should Big Scar, should he have signed with Gucci Mane, or should he have just signed with Yo Gotti and CMG and Moneybagg? Because at the end of the day, for Gucci Mane to ask for the 1017 chains back, it's almost like, okay, he paid the 20K for the expenses and everything. Maybe they asked him to help with that, but him asking for the chains back means that they owe him something that he needed back because of the fact that they didn't say thank you, because of the fact that they didn't show no you know, anything like that. So the thing is that basically the 1017 chains, there's 3 of them that Big Scar had on. He has the 2-letter one pendants, and then he has the big circle one. And the big circle one, that's worth more. Like, everybody already knows that Big Scar had a drip check, and they know that it's $100,000 chain. And who ran his pockets? Like, how do you know that his pockets didn't get ran after he fell out? How do you know one of the chains didn't get snatched or missing? So it's like, is the chain missing? I told y'all before that the chain could have got missing, and now it's like Gucci Mane is trying to get the chain back. So that means somebody got the chain, somebody took the 1017 chains, they got to give him back to Gucci. Gucci asking for him. He's about to probably pull up and be looking for those chains right now. And just like how everybody getting their chain snatched from CMG, Lil Migo, the whole everything like that, people's chains is getting snatched in Memphis, and Gucci Mane is coming to try to get that 1017 chain. He might even be like, hey, look, if anybody just so happens to get their hands on the 1017 chains, he might have a bag for him or something. You never know how these days everything goes. Everybody gonna try to, you know, put a bag behind it and tell the streets to go get it. And at the end of the day, for him to want the 1017 chains back, that means it's an issue, it's some type of friction between him and the fam or something, causing him to want some of the stuff that he gave out back. Because if you was just going to give away those 3 chains, then what's the point of asking for him back? He should have just told him that it's a prop that he could use as long as he with the label and with the 1017. And then when it's all over with, that he has to give him back. So it's some confusion going on. It looked like it's some feud going on. Gucci Mane, Big Scar. But, you know, we rocking with Dolph. We rocking and trying to support everybody, trying to uplift everybody. Y'all got to understand, man. Stay out the streets. Stay out of trouble. Go get you some money. Take care of your business. Do the right thing. Everything like that, man. So stay on the right path. But learn from this. Everybody watching closely what's going to happen with the whole Gucci Mane, Big Scar thing. And in the behind the scenes of all that, you still got the Young Dolph and the Yo Gotti Moneybagg situation going on. So make sure y'all stay tuned, subscribe to the channel, like this video, and I'm going to catch you on the next one.